A major takedown of a suspect right here in Tucson less than a week ago near Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. The man in custody faces federal charges now after allegedly buying powerful explosives in New Mexico with what the FBI says was an intent to kill law enforcement officers in California. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink has been following this story all day for us. He joins us now live near Davis-Monthan with more. And Eric, what have you learned tonight?
Well, Sean, that plot was foiled last Friday when that man was arrested at or near DM here. We first learned about the man's plans from the FBI Tucson office earlier this afternoon and through these court records that reveal this man was in Lordsburg, New Mexico last week buying fireworks to use on law enforcement or government officials at the demonstrations in Los Angeles. It was there in New Mexico that a store clerk got a bad feeling about this man. The clerk alerted authorities, and now this suspect faces years behind bars. Court documents detail the arrest of 48-year-old Jagosh Vandenberg. The criminal complaint states Vandenberg planned to use explosives he bought in New Mexico to harm law enforcement officers and government officials during what the DOJ calls the riots in Los Angeles. According to the FBI, Vandenberg went to a store in Lordsburg, New Mexico and asked for the largest explosives available. He told store employees he was former Special Forces military and could make pipe bombs. Officials say he bought 6 mortar fireworks, each containing 60 grams of gunpowder and 36 other large fireworks. Court records say Vandenberg asked the cashier to join him and said his platoon was waiting to meet with him in California. The cashier told law enforcement they were suspicious of Vandenberg. That cashier followed him out of the store and saw him get into a silver Ford Bronco with Montana plates. Vandenberg was arrested last Friday near Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. The FBI reporting he doesn't have ties to DM. He's charged with transporting explosives in interstate commerce with the intent to kill, injure, or intimidate people. In a statement, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi says, quote, "Threats like these strike at the heart of law and order. We will not hesitate to bring federal charges against anyone who seeks to harm law enforcement or endanger the safety of our communities." In a separate statement, the FBI special agent in charge of the Albuquerque office said, quote, "Anyone who seeks to turn a lawful demonstration into a stage for violence, especially targeting law enforcement or government officials, poses a serious threat to public safety. This arrest sends a clear message. We will not tolerate anyone who plans to use fear or force harm public servants." And we reached out to Tucson police to ask about the department's involvement in this operation. TPD tells us tonight that officers assisted on the takedown and referred us to the U.S. Attorney's Office for more information. If Vandenberg is convicted, he could face up to 10 years in federal prison. Reporting live on the South Side, I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.